Okay, so today I was reading the news, mulling things over, and I thought to myself, what's my method? I mean, I've described it in various ways throughout my blog posts and the videos that I do, and it's not terribly removed from just basic logic and that. So there's a lot going on in terms of people freaking out about fake news, freaking out about everything. Who are we going to trust? Well, as always, nobody. Doesn't mean you have to be a paranoiac, but you don't trust people. You trust methods, the way that you come to arrive at figuring out whether or not what they said happens to be correct or incorrect. Because the thing with it is that it's not people that are correct, it's facts that are correct, frameworks that are correct or approximately correct. And I think that that's the major sickness with the culture that we're in, that we've always really been in, because we're human beings and we personify things. I think there's a word for it, anthropomorphize things. Even abstract concepts, notions, and facts, we associate them with people. And Betterman than I have preached ad nauseum about this, and still bears preaching about, which is what I'm doing here. As you can tell, I'm a bit shagged out, and I'm a bit fed up, and you're getting it. You're getting it. You're either getting catharsis, or you want me to shut up because this is dull, and everyone has heard all of this before. Okay. So, I'm running out of steam here. I must shift subjects or come up with more. You're getting the raw Alex Weir of the fractaljournal.com. Oh my. Yeah. So what to do? What to do? You can't jump into people's heads. You can't take them by the reins and steer them in the right direction. Not only because that's not possible, physiologically, psychologically even. I'm very tired of people thinking that they are friggin' Hannibal Lecter or something. Or Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're not. I used to know this kid back in high school. And he would tell me, "Oh, Alex, oh, your eyes moved over there when you were speaking to me. That indicates that you were lying, because when your eyes move up and to the left, that means you're deep in thought." Yeah, that I saw a fly over there. It could be a number of reasons. That was a thought earlier today, actually. There was something mentioned about a behavior that had occurred, and that this behavior was indicative of this person's entire personality, entire outlook on the world, and how it was such a problem. And I thought, wow, so all Sherlock Holmes-like, you were able to gather all that information from one isolated incident, and have now marked this person and their position as thus and so. Well, no wonder. We get nowhere in public discourse. It's just never, ever, ever ceases to amaze me, all this wicked nonsense. So, I'm trying to isolate here as I'm meandering, as I'm babbling. The one thought that I had that triggered this whole sequence of ideation earlier today. Yes, it's coming to you now. Very jingoistic, right? The conception of a good American, a real American. How do you know the person is a real American? That's a tricky business, isn't it? Yeah, because in America, what does it depend on? It's not nationality-wise. You see, in Germany, you have Germans. which are Anglo-Saxon. Not Anglo, they're Saxon. Although the Hanseatic League up in England, basically the same people. But nonetheless, there is the tying of a people to a land. Yes. Okay? And also of a certain mindset, culture, and way of doing things, which is both genetic and not. Right? And I'm not saying that you can't be a German if you're not, Saxon, and your family isn't from that area for generations. But in America, this matters even less. And I think it's what makes America great, but also precarious. Because here's the thing. It's a nation of ideas. And that means that we have to judge the quality of our citizenry by the quality of their ideas, of their principles, how well they adhere to them, how well they adhere to understanding what America is about, its founding principles, how to uphold those principles, right? Now, that's a tricky business, because you don't want to be constantly going on witch hunts like we all are now. Which is why philosophy is so important. Slowing down, looking at things, line by line, assessing them. Not cherry picking. Not isolated incidents like, oh, he rolled his eyes over there. But actual core stuff that matters. You have to assess that. So for instance, let's take a hypothetical politician. Does he espouse the American values of freedom of expression, of the right to defend yourself, of the right to run your business, right? Okay, good. Now, how well has he done in terms of policies that support this, right? That's what we should focus on. Not his liaisons, etc. Now, what happens, I'm telling you, what happens is that jingoism and character assassination come into play all the time in very subtle ways, because instead of focusing on the issue, there is a psychological analysis, an analysis of motivation, where it would not be necessary at all to know what someone's motivation is if we could simply dismiss their policies, their voting record. You see, we wouldn't have to go down all these rabbit trails. We would just have the thing right there and then. Yes or no. Not everything is black and white, but we can at least get to the degree of yes or no on a person. It's policies, not on the person. See, I'm doing it too now. It's that pernicious. I hope I'm making sense here and not coming off completely mad because I haven't slept for a long time. But yes, if this has been cathartic, give this video a thumbs up. If you are on my website, the Fractal Journal, on WordPress, scoot on over. Give it a thumbs up, it helps. I might be moving to DTube once I figure out how to actually work it. As always, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for listening, and have a great time wherever time finds you. Cheers.